So let's talk about the statement that actress comedian Monique made about bonnets that have black women up in arms. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Marquita Show podcast, a podcast where I talk about everything from politics to pop culture and everything in between. Also, if you are not subscribed, go ahead. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for post notifications so you get notified every single time I post and or go live. And welcome back. It has been a minute. I missed you guys. You know, life happens, but I'm here. My videos have been coming few and far between. I am so sorry. I know you guys want more, but I am also on TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that. The links will be down below, so if you can't find me here, you'll find me over there making videos as well. It's just a lot more easier to do than these sit down videos because I have to do like a whole setup. So it's a lot. So with a busy schedule, it's really hard to do. But I know there has been a lot going on in the world as far as politics, as far as pop culture and people and everything. And if you want to chat about something, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm a little rusty, guys. It's been a minute. But if you want to talk about something more than besides this video that we're going to talk about today, go ahead. Feel free to do so down below. But as always, we're going to jump right into the video. So apparently some people, mostly black women, are upset about a statement that actress comedian Monique made. She posted this on her IG, and people have been up in arms since she released the video. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, what the hell did she say about bonnets that has people up in arms? Well, she told a story that she experienced actually in Atlanta, Georgia, when she was at the airport. But you know what I'm going to do, as always, I like to play the video and then I'll give you my commentary, thoughts, feelings, all of that afterwards. So I'm going to play, I'm not sure if I'm going to play the whole thing or just a snippet because it does get kind of repetitive. So I think I'm just going to play a few clips so you guys can get the gist of it. And then we'll just go right into the commentary, right into the breakdown of everything that's going on. So as always, let's hit that play button.
So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get them in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of, let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there, because like I said, it does get a bit repetitive. I think she made her point clearly. I think you guys can understand where she was going with it. So let's go ahead and break this down. Now, let's start off by saying I don't care what anybody else does; that's their own business. But we live in a world where people judge you how you look, so you cannot get upset when people judge you on the way that you look. You may want to say, well, people should judge you by the content of your heart. Well, unfortunately, in this world, we don't. We see first, then we go up, we investigate, but we go based on what we see initially. Let's just be honest. Now, with me personally, I have my bonnet. I have it here. I don't wear this outside. I don't feel like it is appropriate to wear it outside. Now, I'm going to give you my reasons why I feel like it's not appropriate to wear outside. I had a dad, and here's the thing. I think in a lot of black women, I hate to sound like a monolith because I always tell people you shouldn't, but this is just based on what I've seen in my surroundings. I know several women that don't have dads. My dad held me to a certain standard. I was not allowed to go outside looking like I had rolled out of bed. I don't think that's appropriate. Never have, never will. They are bedroom clothes. It's bedroom attire for the bedroom, not for outside. Now, like Monique said, I don't think you should have to go out in full face makeup all the time or hair laid for the gods, eyebrows on fleek. I don't think you have to do that every day, but you should go out presentable because that is the way people are going to perceive you. Now, I'm going to touch on the hypocrisy because and there's just always some hypocrisy somewhere. Now, recently with all the race baiting, the race issues that go on, black women are begging to be respected. But what are you giving people to respect is my question. And I want you guys to put in the comments below if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying, or if you want to add somewhat to the conversation. But this is just my personal take. So when you go out looking the way you do, people are going to perceive you a certain way. If you took 5 minutes just to make your hair presentable. Like I said, you ain't gotta, be on 100 every time you go out. But I look at people based on how much effort they put into themselves. Black women want people to care about them, but you're not caring about yourselves. You're going out, you're slapping a bonnet on your head, which takes all of probably maybe 5-6 seconds to put this on. Now, of course, you have to do the wrap, or whatever protective style you're wearing underneath. You have to put it up or whatever. But actually, it just takes 5 seconds to put this on. And so that just lets me know how much effort you put into how you look, how much you care about yourself. But you want me, an outsider, to care more about you than what you cared about yourself, that you cared to put into yourself. That doesn't make sense in my head. So when you're demanding people to respect you, you got to show them how much you care about yourself for them to respect you. So BS, I call BS. A lot of people are calling her out saying, well, it shouldn't matter what people do. But we as black women as a whole have been demanding, this whole movement demanding black women be respected. So respect yourself enough to take maybe an extra 3 or 4 minutes to maybe comb your wrap down. Or we have these things called head wraps that are so cute. I see so many women rocking them. They're so cute and they're well put together. It looked like you put effort into yourself. That is my issue. My issue is that putting a bonnet on, you did not put that much effort, meaning you didn't care. You didn't care about yourself, but you want me to? You want me to. Now, I want to go into something else as well that I see and that I think needs to be addressed. And that's the fact that the people that are, lashing out at her, well, we spend all this money on a hairstyle. We're just trying to protect our hairstyle. So you're telling me you spend 3, 4, 5, almost $1,000 on a hairstyle and you want to cover it up? That really doesn't make sense. I would think it would be the opposite. You would want to show it off. So that just screams laziness to me. And we always say, well, we wear a weave, because we don't want to mess with our hair. Well, if you don't want to mess with your hair, you don't want to mess with the weave either. So it's like a lot of hypocrisy that just keeps building, and you can't get down to the main point. Now, I don't care about what people do to their hair, it's their hair. But collectively as a whole, if we're asking people to be respectful of us and value us, then we have to take pride, as Monique said, in ourselves. It's just ridiculous how black women want to be respected, but they want to be respected for the wrong stuff. Like going out in public looking like you just rolled out of bed. I'm not respecting that, and I can't ask anybody else to as well. It just doesn't work like that in the world. And honestly, I don't think she said anything wrong. She didn't. She was asking for people to dress as if they had pride. Not that she's saying that you don't, but if you wanna be the part, look the part. You wouldn't go into a job interview like that. You definitely ain't going to the club like that. So why just go out in the general public where you're gonna be seen the most looking like that? I'm sorry. I just don't agree with it. And I kind of want to tell a story. And I always say that I think a lot of these women are missing dads in their life. I think my dad changed my life. Drop hearts if you agree, because Father's Day is coming up. If you think dads matter, I think honestly dads really do matter, and my dad made a huge difference in my life. I think the way I think is because of my dad. I value myself. I take pride in myself, and I want to look like I take pride in myself. I'm just not going to do that. But I do want to tell you a story that my dad told me. And this has always stuck with me. And that's why when I go out, I at least try to be presentable. Now, I'll wear gym clothes out. Stuff like that. I think that's okay, because most of the time I am going to the gym, because after this I'm going to the gym. So I wear a lot of gym clothes out. I do wear head wraps, I do wear scarves, but I will not wear that bonnet out because I just think that's tacky. But let me get into the story. This is what my dad, he always told me. We live in the South. There was a huge thing, and I'm from the hood. I ain't gonna lie, I'm from the hood. And I see a lot of hood-ish going on, and I know why a lot of people co-sign this hood-ish, because it's all they know. If it's something somebody has grown up around, has always seen, and they don't know any different, you can't really expect better of them, can you? I don't know. Leave it down below. I don't know. But so I witnessed a lot of this going on. Well, there was a trend. I think I was a kid, and I just remember seeing a lot of women. They walk around with rat tail combs in the back of their head. I never understood why they did it. I don't know. But my dad, he explained to me, he told me to never do that. And I'm like, well, it was a trend and people were doing it. I had friends that do it. He told me never to do that. He said it was for, let's see, working women is the best way I could put it. Working women. When they get done doing what they do, their job, they get up, they comb their hair down. That's why they have the comb. And they get going to the next one. So he told me, don't ever do that. Even though I wouldn't be doing it, it would be perceived as if I was doing it. Just because it's a trend don't mean you got to do it. Because it's all about representation. And that's exactly what Monique was referring to. Representation. You may not be hood. You may not be ghetto. You may not be a thought. But it's going to be perceived that way when you walk out looking like that. And so that's what I'm just here to say. Is just to get a lot of women to understand, and not necessarily black women, because a lot of people feel like that black women are being picked on. I saw a comment that said, well, if white women did it, then it would be in fashion. Me, regardless of color, I think it's little effort putting into yourself, and I'm going to look at you as trash. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can see that. I ain't gonna say I don't see color, because that would just be stupid, because we are different colors. I just think that ghetto is not above anybody. Anybody can be ghetto. Anybody can be hood. Anybody can be ratchet. So I'm not just speaking to black women when it comes to the bonnets. I'm speaking to all women. It just does not look presentable. And I saw a video where they did like a montage of black women back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, how like they took pride in themselves, how they did their hair. We have really gotten away with that. We've really gotten lazy and just really don't care about an image that we put out there. But the image that we do put out there, we're asking people to respect it, but it's not respectable. But anyway, this is an awesome conversation. You know, I want to know you guys' take on it. Again, I think Monique, she made a follow-up video to it, and she's not remorseful for what she said, which rightfully so, because she said nothing wrong. It does not look presentable. If at all possible, don't go out wearing bedroom clothes. That's why they're called bedroom clothes, because they're made for the bedroom. But anyway, like I said, I would like to know you guys' takes. Leave your comments down below. How do you feel about it? I know honestly it's not you, but as a whole, but you personally, do you feel like it's okay to wear bonnets outside? Why or why not? Also, make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to follow me on all of my social media so you can keep up with me on a regular basis. As always, guys, I love you. One vibe, one tribe. Deuces.